switching over. We're going
Yo.
live. It says
73.
live. I don't see the
I see,
stream. It says offline.
I
Can
see
you?
it alive and ready to go, and I see you talking.
Oh, really? Because it shows offline at the top of my stream. I
I
wonder.
see it.
Huh. All right. As long as you guys see it, I'm not gonna.
Yep.
Cool. Welcome back to the Legacy of Mythal campaign. So, last week the heroes met up in Hill's Edge for the 20-year anniversary of their first encounter with the Cult of the Dragon. Their celebrity status had quieted down a bit in the 10 years since the battle at the Well of Dragons, and their lives were now focused on helping the people of the realm in ways unique to each of them. Part of that work was the research that Alamir had continued on the Cult of the Dragon, looking to expand knowledge about them, find out how they worked, more about the expanded network of cell locations, and the key leaders of those cells. And as the new leading researcher on the cult at Candlekeep, he is kept apprised of any new developments believed to be related to them. And that is what brought a bedraggled elf, a scout for the Emerald Enclave, from the wilds of the Moonsea to seek and find him as he sat with the rest of the group, eating and drinking at the Stone Saddle Inn. Carvo the elf told the tale of Larvestarik, an otherwise reclusive adult black dragon who lived near the city of Holberg on the northern shores of the Moonsea. The dragon was known to have turned down all overtures from the Cult of the Dragon, but all of a sudden turned up as a Dracolich, ravaging the lands and killing villagers. The fear was that the cult had found something new that could convert even reticent dragons to their cause. So the heroes teleported to Zental Keep and accepted a young woman named Ceci to be their guide to the region, and set off on their griffins for Holberg. They learned that it had been an extra hard winter, and that the cultists from nearby Wormsmoke Keep hadn't been seen in the city since before the Dracolich appeared. They learned of a teleportation grove on the way to the keep, and the exact location of Larvestarik's lair. They decided that the threat of the dragon had to be dealt with first, and headed northwest into the swamp to find him. They camped that night and had an encounter with a Nightwalker, an incredibly tall creature made of darkness and necromantic energy. But the rest of the night went smoothly, and in the morning they were met by sunny skies, a crisp cold breeze, and the promise of reaching the dragon's lair by midday. And that's where we pick up the story. And also to show you guys, here we go. That is Ceci, your very young-looking half-elf companion. So,
and what is the DR? What's the year right now?
it is 1513 DR.
Okay, thank you.
Currently, it would be you would be on the 4th. You woke up this morning it's the 4th of Mythal, the melting. So, any particular plan on how you want to approach the location of this black dragon?
Well, how far away is it from where we are?
Well, that is a very good question. It is, you believe that you'll be able to make it there within 2 to 3 hours tops, flying the griffins.
Well, then let's do that. But the next thing, question I have is, do we know if it has the same radius like the green dragon, where it knew where we were and all that other stuff as we got closer?
Yes, so
Dragon sense.
yes, dragon sense should be any adult dragon or older, and they only gain abilities, they don't lose anything when they become Dracoliches.
And your suggestion, Alamir? then? If he has one?
He dropped. Hold on. He's having internet issues.
Yeah, I dropped real quick and came back. That was not purposeful dropping. That was a not in my control dropping. So
Yeah, Alamir's having the same thing. He's been freezing. Oh, I hadn't even remembered that, Jinkin. Your other self is in Waterdeep. Is that true?
Yeah, with Gypsy.
Okay, cool.
So I'm always around.
nice.
I have a question.
Mhm.
I know this is going back a ways, but how would you have felt if I would have casted clone on myself?
On that on the battle.
No. Like after we were, doing stuff or whatever, if I casted clone on myself and just let my body, the clone body, just sit there and wait for me to die.
Interesting.
No, we can just continue forward.
Okay. But Alamir's back if you want to ask him.
Adamir, so what's your suggestion?
Let's ride.
Is that the best thing against the Dracula?
Oh, the Dracula.
Oh,
No.
oh, that.
Oh, that.
You're the specialist here.
No, I know about the Cult of the Dragons. You have to talk to Luna. He's
Right.
the dragon specialist.
Mm-hmm.
No, look, Cult of the Dragon, that means they're human.
So
That's
young
me.
man, so young miss, what is your thoughts? How's the best way to approach it?
Very carefully with a big stick.
Well, we've got Zem. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Too soon?
Okay. So apparently, what I found out from this is that a Draculich is scared of big sticks. So
Oh, yeah.
I guess we go with a big stick.
Especially when the stick breaks and it blows up.
We're not doing that again.
We look for a 10-foot pole.
Is there flashbacks? Very.
No,
Yes.
he doesn't have flashbacks because that is half.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you are just flying towards the
Yeah.
location you were told.
What
where-
does Ceci think or know about this area? Because she knows the area better than we do.
She knows the ground better than we do, not the air.
So yeah, and Ceci says, well, trying to remember the voice I was using for, or at least get relatively close to it.
You should record the voices yourself so you can listen to them before you
Yeah,
use
if only
them.
we had recordings and
Little
of the
devices,
voices
yeah.
that I do.
Just say it.
Oh,
It's
so
on
I
there,
can
I,
you're
I,
gonna
I
do.
do that sometimes. I just haven't had time lately.
Oh my god. Barry,
Um,
when's your game ready?
Yeah, very soon.
Hey,
Very
now.
soon.
Hey now.
So anyway, you're at
And you
you
better do
all,
voices.
yeah, you all meet in the tavern. So
Yeah. So I've not spent much time in the marsh. It's there's not a lot of I am more an information gatherer and hang out where people are. There's not a lot of people out here, although there are communities that I've heard of spread out along some of the sparse trails that you can that will take you through the marsh, such as the one from Melvant to Glister. But that is it. Now I have not been up there. I've only been across into Holberg before. And
Those boots might not hold up in the marsh once we get there, by the way.
what boots?
What are boots she's wearing?
Yeah, but those
She
boots
does
were
have
made
nice
for walking.
boots. That's true. Well,
Wow.
they'll clean off, or I'll just buy new ones. So, all right.
I keep getting kicked off video, by the way.
Yep, I know. Don't know what. Hopefully, it's not going to be one of those nights.
I'm with you. Hi, Chris.
So it is the weather is nice. Simply cloudy, getting upwards. Though it is cold. You are, uh, there's snow still capping the mountains off in the distance, to your right, up in the Galena Mountains. But here in the marsh, it's crisp, cold. There's some of the water, the water glistening on the trees. Some of it is a little frozen, because it is just cold enough today to freeze. Smaller bodies of water in the marsh have a thin film of ice on them.
Okay. So not so cold they're able to actually get walkable levels of ice.
Because, yesterday was above freezing, so this just happens to have dropped about 12 degrees today. Fahrenheit, at least, for those who may be using other systems. Up ahead, as you're flying, everyone make a perception check, please. Oh, I guess I could do spot. Well, Hef, Alamir, and Luna. As you're flying along, up ahead, you see an area of the swamp that seems darker than the area around it, blacker. But yet, not quite in the very center of it, but maybe a little off to the left of center and towards the back, you see... I lost Alamir again. We'll give him just a sec here. Well, we'll catch him up when he gets back. You see a green glow, just barely perceptible in the daylight, but there's something almost fluorescent green glow. Welcome back, Alamir. Fluorescent green glow, barely perceptible in this large darkened area of the swamp up ahead. It does match around what you know of the of your location of the dragon's lair, that this could be it.
Luna?
Do I recognize it?
Well, no, you don't recognize. Yeah, like it doesn't.
The darkness, does it connect?
The darkness. It does make sense that there could be within a otherwise a marshland that would have bits of greenery and even other like yellow, orange, other colors lightly mixed into it, depending on the type of fauna in the area. That a black dragon's lair would be void of much of that coloration. That's about all you would know. The glowing is very uncharacteristic.
So this is probably not Black Dragon, so we want to stop, check out, or keep moving on, looking for Black Dragon.
But you say it's darkness. Is it darkness like... Okay, I'm going to fly down into it. Is it darkness spell, or is it just nighttime?
No, it's just it's just
Enclosed.
The water is darker.
Okay.
There's fewer light hues of brown and gray. It's a lot darker than the surrounding swamp.
Who hears this? The science geek. Who hears the map lore? Our friend
Alamir.
Sassy. No, Sassy.
Oh.
Yes.
Why would it be that way? What do you have in your knowledge bank of why the water is like that? Why it's not accepting the reflection of the moon and such?
Uh, well, it's daytime, so. Um,
Okay, then why it's not reflecting the sun? It looks like it's being absorbed but not reflected.
well, so the sun would be more behind you and to the right. So, and when you look, so there is not a lot of light that would be reflected. And when I,
Okay.
but again, it's just that, and water glistens, especially little patches of ice here and there. Although up ahead, looking as you approach and get closer to this area of darker swamp, there is no ice
Right.
anywhere in it. And you also begin to see around the fringes of this dark area that's probably only about as you fly, as you're flying quickly approaching it, you're maybe a 200, little over 200 feet away from the edges. That the green glow seems to be coming from like a large bramble area that rises up in a hemispherical, rough hemisphere on the other side of this very black pool of water. And the edges of this larger dark area, you do see this like almost like there's a green, lightly glowing mist just floating, wafting
Like
over the tops of the water and the mud in the area.
so it's like a morning fog, except for it's a low-lying fog.
Very low lying and definitely has some kind of phosphorescent green element to it.
But
Fire,
go ahead.
fireball it, see what flies out.
Hardball it?
Fireball it.
Oh, fireball. Um, I'm going to fly down to the mist level, and I want to see if the mist is poisonous. How I'm going to test that? I'm going to throw Ceci in the water. No, just joking.
Throw Spot in, he can survive.
Spot.
You got
Yeah,
your
yeah,
owl
that's
with you?
right. That's right. Throw Spot in.
Do you have your owl with you?
No, I asked Spot to
So
feel the mist and see if he feels that it's
Yeah.
poison. It's acidic to him.
Spot isn't affected at all by poison, so he probably, but he'll go check it out.
But I mean, does he? It's not that he gets affected by it, but can he feel it like it burns to touch? Or I don't
Okay.
know how he. I don't know
Right.
how he.
So maybe it would be acidic. Oh.
Correct.
He flies Windcatcher down, Windcatcher down, and hops off, and right there on the edge, and is, and kind of reaches out and touches the little bit of mist near him, and he says, in the through the pin connection, he says, "Well, it's not burning or anything. It's a little cool to the touch." So he, Alamir, he says it doesn't burn or anything. It's just a little cool to the touch.
Well, a dragon lich is not going to be under the water. Can I make that assumption based on Luna? Will dragon liches live under the water? Or do they
Black,
live about black or dragon? Or do they live in caves? Or do they live in shelters?
so Luna, black dragons, like most dragons, are also aquatic and they can live underwater.
Okay, I tell him that.
So black dragons, but not dracoliches.
But a Dracolich retains
It
all
doesn't
of
breathe. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So black dragons typically are underwater. That's
Or they can be.
okay. Well, don't worry. Everybody here has water breathing, so go swimming if you want.
I mean, if it's a Dracolich, isn't it like dead? It doesn't need to breathe anyway.
That is true.
Yep.
But it can hold its breath a real long time. It's
Like-
saving its breath weapon.
Like forever. Yes.
Between
Yes.
the bones?
Yes. Just tucks it right in there.
So, Hep is down there, and I
Just
assume
water.
you're all kind of hovering above, sorry, Hep,
Circling.
sorry,
We're
Spot, where
circling.
Spot like landed, and you're circling around, and from the midst of just this side of that wall of glowing brambles, the water begins to bubble, and from out of the green mist, this purplish energy begins to stream out and mix in with it and swirl, and then out of the center of that pool, the dragon emerges, and you see Larvestarik.
So, yeah, we went the wrong way, and we got lost here. I'm sorry about taking your time here for a second.
Oops. Yeah. Oops. That's a big skull. Or it's a small dragon.
That is the skull of...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so there is Larvestarik, and he bursts forth out of the water, and you hear and he immediately bellows out, "Who disturbs my lair?"
It's Sassy!
We all point to Spot.
And now, turn orders don't necessarily mean combat, but let's have everybody roll initiative, please.
Sure, what the heck?
I would like to challenge lair action. If we pull her out of the lair and she chases us, does she still get the action?
If you fight her not in her lair, then no, there's no lair action.
Fly away! Fly away!
Oh, spot. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I gotta do Ceci too. Ceci. Oh, that didn't. How come that didn't put anything in?
You didn't ever select it.
Yeah, I did. It's just I rolled from the other window, but that's okay. Turn. This is 23.
Remember, if Sassy wants to run, she has to jump into the swamp to do it.
Spot is actually 4. Yeah. And I was gonna do a griffin too. So let's just real quickly. Oh, did that go? That did. That worked. Okay. All right. So, all right. So, and Ceci says, "What? All right, guys, what are we doing?"
Well,
Right.
we
Oh, man,
I like the plan.
the fly away.
No. Well, we.
Oh, well,
I think he just teleported out. Dimension board. He's like, "Well, we gone."
he went back to Hill's Edge. He was like, "I'll wait for you guys here."
I had a dragon mask on. No,
You
couldn't
have
keep
it.
one of those.
Yeah, if you only had a dragon mask, right?
Right? That's all I wanted.
So
You-
You were middle
Oh,
telling us your plan.
You all go fight. I'll stand back here and cover our backs.
So it was like we thought.
Alamir would never say such a thing.
At least he wouldn't hide in a bush.
No. Wait, I think I see pie. Right there. Oh,
What kind of pie?
I'm not going to say it.
You gotta feel it's gonna-
So, I know. I wasn't going to actually roll. Here, let me take this off. We don't need to roll. I have the griffins. So, while you're on the griffins, here's how this would work. So, similar to your owl, Alomir, which acts basically any time after you on the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just have it act any time on the turn, because the owl can provide help action to someone. I will
Right.
let you decide when and how that happens, if you want to do anything with the owl. The griffins are going to go immediately before you on your turn, so that you can move the griffin and then take your turn.
Gotcha.
And if the griffin moves somewhere, like if you want the griffin to fly right up and help attack something, the griffin can also do that.
Okay.
And I do have Griffin up, and so I will. If you decide that you want them to attack, they have 2 attacks, a beak and a claw, that are +6 to hit. Just so you know. But also keep in mind they only have 59 hit points on average.
Gotcha.
Have you guys ever seen a Dracolich before? This is awesome.
Actually, these are all 80 hit points. How did your Griffins get 80 hit points? I guess that's.
I don't know.
There
You
go.
said
They're
I
well
don't
Fed
trained.
them well.
They're
They
very
went up
well
level.
trained.
They went up level.
They did. All right.
Question is, what did they get level in? I know Melody's was rogue, but
And mine went mage of some sort.
oh, that means Melody has dash.
So, all right. Then Ceci is simply going to take her turn. She's going to, she brings out her light crossbow. She's going to attempt to, she only gets 1 shot. And it does 19. So.
And a Constitution save.
19 does not hit. So the crossbow bolt hits the scales of the dragon right on its left shoulder and caroms off. And she curses and says, "Dark, that's tough. Some tough scales." And then the creature is going to rush out. I needed just to get something else up here, so I have it here. Or actually, no, I don't. I don't have any of that. I'm not caring about that for this. So, the dragon flies forward. And you quickly realize that even if you had planned to fly away from the lair, you would not have made it very far as quick
It's
as this
moving.
creature is. So 10, 20.
You haven't seen Spot Pedal.
Yeah. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Boom. And it's only 60, so that's not quite enough. So,
He only moved 80?
yeah, flew 80, flew up in the air about the same level as you're all hovering around, and then it's gonna fly again. But I'm just making sure. You know what? No, it's going to go right there. And then it is going to use its frightful presence. And everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw, unless you're immune to being frightened.
So I have something with frightened. It's I think it's immunity.
You have immunity against being frightened?
That's why I'm double checking. It says in my frightened, so
Tessie missed because Hef got scared and made the yeah,
So
Ceci,
which
look,
threw everybody off
yeah.
behind her.
Yeah, Ceci, look out. Eek!
Yep, threw everybody off behind her.
yes, it does say you are immune to being frightened, and
I think.
and poison and disease.
Yep.
So
I think that's
frightened,
the
though, where did that come from? Because poison and disease is from your armor, from Oakhart.
I'm wondering if that's the book of exalted
Or
deeds.
you know what? I bet you added that temporarily when you had during that last great battle when you all had done the meal.
That was the hero's feast.
Hero's
I
feast.
bet you.
Which is which you do not have now.
Yep.
So you do need.
So we'll get correct that.
All right. So and I gotta do Ceci real quick. Ceci. Yeah, not Ceci's jam. Though, when you roll a natural, I guess you rolled a 15. All right. So, and the DC was 18. So, Jinkin, Hef, Alamir, you are all frightened of this beast. Comes out with all of its this necromantic energy just rolling off of it and out of its mouth and glowing in its eyes. You fought an aspect of Tiamat. You've seen huge, terrible dragons, but there's something about this beast that just hits the core of your frail mortal being. All right.
So we just can't get closer.
You just right. You just so you are frightened. You cannot get closer, and you have disadvantage. Let me go back out here. So I need to go back to the spot. Right. So right. Can't willingly move closer and disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is in sight.
Be right back.
Yep.
I hide my face into the tuft of my griffin,
So you can't
making
see
it out
the
of
dragon.
sight.
All right. But that is going to be all that it can do. So, give me this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this because I need my lair actions. Okay, here's what's going to happen. I need a 20-foot radius square. Or I just need this.
How many of us don't appreciate his little rangefinder thing he was using? Or was that Hef? That was Hef. Never mind.
There's a 20-foot. That's not right. You guys are. Oh, I see what happened here. Yep, no, this is fine. This is how it's going to go. 20-foot radius square catches all of you in the air. And from underneath you.
Was it Elamir on the ground?
What's that?
Was it Elamir on the ground or something like that?
Spots on the ground. That green glow, this time mixed with purple, balloons out from underneath, essentially beginning from a spot underneath Melody and Jinx, and balloons outward and covers you all in a shell of green and purple energy, and you need to all make Constitution saving throws.
I think I'd like to re-roll that one.
Okay.
It's better.
Oh, that's much better.
Hmm.
So then, if anyone who rolled it, so then Luna is the only one that is going to take full damage. Everyone else takes half of this. It's just
What is it?
3d6 necrotic. It's going to be
Necrotic,
necrotic
okay.
damage. So let me just roll that. So 14 or 7.
Okay, so I have something that gives me necrotic.
Resistance,
Yes.
then you also only take 7. And that is the lair action, and it is Luna's turn.
Okay. And let's see, what do I want to do first here? All right. Come on. So I'm going to start out. What I want to do is, how far up is he in the air?
Let's say around 30 feet in the air, around the same height that you guys were.
Okay, I'm going to pull out one of my old tricks. I'm going to hit him with Tidal Wave to him, see if I can knock him to the ground.
Okay.
And actually I hit the wrong one.
So DC 20 on the saving throw, dexterity save.
Yes.
Okay. Dex save. Oh, nope, not good enough. So you do, in fact, knock him down. He falls 30 feet. So roll.
So you take.
Yep. So
Oh, yeah.
roll an additional 3d6 for damage from the fall. Yeah, sure, why not? Even though he's going to fall in mud. So roll. Tell you what, he's going to take half damage from your roll
Sounds good.
because it is soft water and mud.
But he should be, if he should be prone now, right?
Yes. So, and you also need to roll the damage, so we know what the. Oh, you did. So you rolled the 3d6.
Yep.
What's the? Click the 48, so we know what that. Oh no, you did up above. Never mind. And you just
Yep.
shared. So, so that's 19 and 4.
23.
Yep. All right, and he is on the ground. He is prone.
So. Alright. So.
And just for future reference, the griffin has to fly first. If you're going to move, when you're on the griffin has to move first.
Okay. I was moving both at the same time, so.
Yeah. So
If I was on the
the griffin goes and then you.
Okay. I just selected both. What speed does the Griffin have?
Griffin, I think, is
80.
It's 80, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, as fast as the dragon.
So I think I was right there.
More or less, I think you were. It's close enough.
There you go. Spreading out.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
And at the end of your turn, the Dracolich will will beat its wings and lift itself up off the ground, and move 2, 3, and actually, I was thinking this is different. It only moved 40 feet last time, so I could have moved a lot. It would have changed stuff, but it's okay. I was thinking that this map was going to be much bigger than it is, but we'll play with it like this. And
Is it possible our cursor just too big for the map compared to the space it's supposed to be?
yeah, so the map originally was the larger spaces we're using, and then I added additional. I broke them up into. And Hef, you should be able to move Ceci with you if you fly. Yeah, and then I guess I didn't adjust it, so we'll play with this. And you hear the dragon hisses, and from out of these various thickets and trees, brambles of dead wood from around the swamp area here. You hear the cawing of birds, and these 4 swarms of black birds come up and begin flying towards you. Or at least a couple of them. So, but actually the way you guys all rolled your initiative, they're all going to get to go right now. Okay. So this first one is down here. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to, move them all. All right. What's their movement? $60. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So they're just double moving. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Not quite. This one's going to fly over to Luna. They're going to go like that. That's their turns. And then Jinx, it is your turn. So these creatures that are flying, just so you know, so they are they look like ravens or falcons. Actually, and as you look closely, there is a mixture of various black birds in the swarms, and their eyes glow white. Actually, here's what they look like, or some of them, and there is this like mist, shadowy mist that billows out around them. So they're not birds in the sense of normalcy. Jinx.
So Melody flies away after she steals something from Malamir, and then I can't attack what's his face. We did move farther away, so I don't have to worry about that whole thing. I want to attack this flock of birds, though, that's right on top of Luna.
Okay.
With Eldritch Blast, if I can. Do I still take a negative to attack when I'm not attacking the free creature?
No. Yes, you do. Yes,
So still,
you do. It affects you because you're trying to. It doesn't matter if you're attacking the dragon or not. It affects you as long as you're within sight of it.
okay. So I attack. Oh, sorry.
Why are these? What happened to my hit points and stuff? It's okay.
It's
Okay. Yeah. So you hit all 3 times, and your blast
Oh.
tear into this swarm of birds.
It's actually 4 blasts. The first one I didn't roll disadvantage on, though.
Ah.
Oh, come on. I can't click the roll. There it is. Okay.
Oh yeah. They.
They all at disadvantage.
Yep. They all hit.
Okay.
Yep. And the first couple tear into the creature. One like
There you go.
barely hits one, and then the last one just smacks right into the middle, and there's an explosion. And in this explosion, there's just feathers, and then the creature just bursts into smoke and darkness, and that slowly filters away from where they were flying.
Oh, nice.
He's a dirty birdie.
Yes, very dirty birdie. And then since I'm close enough to it, inspiration on spots.
Okay.
Yes.
Inspiration on spot. Got it. And if you notice, we didn't talk about this before, but this would have been after the battle with Tiamat, but everybody starting at this point should have inspiration on their character sheet. So I think there was only a couple people who didn't already, and I added it.
So we have a permanent inspiration?
No, you just have one at
Okay.
this point. All right. And it is... so wait, at the end of Jinx's turn, we're going to wait. Yeah, we're going to wait. All right. Jinx. Jinx is done. Alamir.
I get to go again? I got everything I do.
Okay.
Oh, do I have a roll for the save or no?
Oh, yeah, I believe you do. So...
At the end of your turn, you see if you get out of the fear. Or frightening.
Yes, you can repeat at the end of your turn. So please roll another wisdom save.
A high wisdom save. There you go.
23. That does it. So you are no longer feared.
It's about as high as I can roll for it, so.
Okay, that was good. Awesome. Elamir.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm not going out of his reach because the griffin was against him. So as long as he doesn't leave that area, he should not get an opportunity to attack.
Correct.
And perfect. I'm going to slap Spot in the booty.
How?
With that.
With this hand.
That's...
His magic stick.
It's not a touch.
Oh, it's 30 feet. Okay.
That's why I had to move up a little bit.
You're still not within 30 feet.
Yeah, from me to him, I thought I was. I thought I just measured that. 30. I'm touching him right now.
Yep, 30 feet.
Oh, because each of those are 5, not 10. So yeah, the dragon would have flown even further. I gotta ignore those extra little squares. Got it. Okay. So he is hasted. Excellent. Perfect. All right.
And then I'm going to cast a spell. I don't know, can I? If it's my spell that I have the mirror image at will, is it still an action or is it at will?
No, but you still you cast it with the same action, bonus
Okay,
action,
got it.
whatever.
But it doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost anything.
Okay. Then I will stand right here and look pretty and roll my wisdom.
Yeah, that would be way powerful if you could just do it as a free action. Okay. At that point, Larvestarik is going to look around, and then he's going to call out. He howls, and this deep rumbling roar, and you see tendrils of purple energy travel from him over to this pool right here, and from within the pool,
Where's the lifeguard?
What's that?
That's a pool. Where's the
Oh, it's a
lifeguard?
pool. Yeah. Here comes the lifeguard right now. A thin vestige of darkness comes rising up as another night walker rises up out of the pool and begins to move. Yeah, Nightwalker can just simply fly as well. All right. So we are going to...
We know where the Nightwalkers come from now.
As closest to Luna as it comes out of the pool. So it's just going to fly up to Luna and Twilight. And we're going to just play nice, and we're going to assume it's just... it's smart enough to know that what's flying the Griffin is probably what's important. I'm not gonna purposely kill Griffins today. And is going to yes, use an innervating focus. Doesn't even easily reach from even a little further away, but it's going to go up next to you anyway. Here we go. 30 slashes out at Luna and you're only... So Luna, go ahead and make a Constitution save, please. And I know you're... Okay. So you only take half that. You take 13 necrotic damage, but your hit point maximum is reduced by 13 as well. And then it's going to do a second attack. 22. Which does hit you as well. So another con save, please. That is you. This time when the creature strikes out at you, you take another 13 necrotic damage. That's half. But this time you're able to resist the effects of that energy, lowering your health and constitution. So it does not lower your hit points. And that is its turn. Hef.
All right. I will. Okay, so I am still frightened, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to move. I guess we'll just say I'm 90 feet away. Yeah, we'll just. I don't know if we can go off the edge of the map.
I didn't roll for the Griffins, but we'll assume the Griffins are under the same effects that you.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to you, yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I want to be 100 feet away.
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and do my sharpshooting longbow, and we'll go from there.
So, and since I messed up the distances before, let's just do this. There, you can move further if you want.
Okay.
We'll just expand our map. Yeah, I really should have fixed that before. You should have the ability to move Dream Chaser too.
Yeah, I did not.
Oh, hold on. Generic. Hef. Save. Okay, you can now. There, get rid of this. All right.
21.
21. 21 against the dragon. You hit the dragon's armor squarely. There is a flash of dark purple energy, and the arrow is deflected.
All right. I will try it again. Not sharpshooting.
Okay. This time it bursts through the protective energy and the finds purchase between two of the creature's scales.
And then I will go ahead and do Hunter's Mark as a spell.
Okay. Like you would do that before, you want to do it before?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll retro
Sorry.
that.
Thank you.
Yep.
And so add D6.
Yep. So 13 and 2 for 15 total.
Yep. And then we'll go back to sharpshooting. Never mind.
Yep. That is sharpshooting's awesome.
Yeah.
When it
Except
works.
for, yeah. All right. Next turn.
Okay. And now it is Spot's turn. Spot is going to have Windcatcher kind of fly, curl and fly back. I'll just go to like there. And Spot will run, activate wings. Actually, yeah, because the dragon is not that far. It's only about 10 feet above the ground, but Spot will rush up next to the dragon. And
Not on top of it?
That is his MO.
So I think in the past monks that Howler is played, yes, he has specifically said that is not necessarily like. Although in this case, I guess without the extra stuff like Tiamat had, yeah, we'll say up, flying around, up between the wings, and
says, "Who's your daddy?"
Begins to attack. So, this is all actually. Does he have it way down here? Attack. There we go. That's his new magical unarmed strike. So here we go. That's not correct, Mr. Howler, sir. That's not correct. But that's okay. We're gonna. No wonder he's doing so much damage.
Now, can Spot move away after he attacks without getting hit?
I don't think he wants to.
Okay.
As long as he's there, Hefkin gets extra damage, if nothing else. All right, so now
He
let's
can be on the edge is basically what I was asking.
What's that?
Instead on top. I was asking him if he could be on the edge, not on top of him.
Oh.
After he's done with his attack.
So he hits. I don't think. Maybe this will do it correctly now. Let's see. Okay, that was definitely not correct. Hold on. Let's do this. That's better. So 15. Wow, nice. And a second hit for 11 more, so it's 26. He will flurry of blows for 2 more. And also on both of those, he is going to try to stun. But let's just do this. I guess hit and hit. So that's going to be right 26, 40, 51 damage. And then he's going to flurry of blows, and let's see what the dragon does. So stun. No. 17. I don't think that does it, except, well, let me see. It could, because, let me see. Stunning strike. Nope, DC 17, that was it. Okay, and second, and a third, and a fourth. So he made all 4 of them. But he took 51 points of damage. Oh, but he gets another extra attack because he's hasted. So 1 more. He is going to use his Bardic Inspiration. That's a D12 if I remember correctly. And that last one hits. Wait, why is it just a 1d12? Rolling 1d12? That's not right. No, roll this. There we go. So, oh, it did 13. Okay, so plus 13 more. And we'll do another attempt to stun the dragon. And it saves. That is Spot's turn. All right, we are up to the next round. Ceci, flying with, wow, Hef. She's like, Hef, you really, you've got quite range there. My crossbow is not quite as good as your longbow, but I'll try.
Do you have anything else to bring to the table, or is that what you have for range?
Yeah, just that and my short swords.
Okay, thank you.
And she does not hit. Back to the dragon's turn. All right. Larvastarek turns, attempts to attack Spot.
Spot says, by the way, that all of his DCs are actually 19 on his thing because the key thing isn't updated properly based off of the item or whatever.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So, got it. In that case, the dragon has now used 2 of its legendary resistances for the 2 times it rolled a 17. Thank you. Well, and that's something we can fix on his sheet. So, is going to turn towards Spot, and he goes, "Nah. What? Why are you here now? Like first they They came and offered me a deal. I've turned them down many times. Why, if you want me dead, did you just not send the assassins up front? And he's going to try to do a bite. Yeah.
How does he bite when somebody's on the back? That would be really difficult to bite. Just saying.
True. So that's true. I think we talked about this before. You can do a claw. No, you're right. Can't do the bite. You can do a claw. So here's a claw. Yeah, claw hits for 21 slashing, and then a second one, 24, which does hit. So that is a total of 37. So let me go ahead and just do that. Okay. And it is the dragon is going to. Yeah, no, it's fine staying there. Okay. And it's as its lair action. Can't do the same thing as before. So instead, is going to cause a swarm of insects. Luna and Jinx, you begin to hear buzzing from underneath you, and a swarm of insects comes up out of the swamp and covers the area you're in.
I choose to disbelieve.
You choose to disbelieve. Templates. I'm pretty sure we have a EFGH here. Here we have an insect plague. 10, 20, and it's a perfect size. It basically creates an insect plague that is going to cover both of you. And you need to make, both of you need to make a Constitution, is it a con? Wait, hold on. Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Can I just... Oh, no, that's a lair action, right?
Yes, that's a lair action. Got it. But you both save you. So you, as you're getting stung, you're able to protect yourself against the bodies of the griffins. And you are, we'll say you and the griffins are only going to take half of this. So only 5 points of piercing damage. Let me move this to back. I'll go ahead and do the griffins. Okay. And that is the lair action. Now, however, while you're in these clouds, you're lightly obscured. So it's a little more difficult to see, but it's, in particular, you have partial cover while you're in here. But it will continue to sting and bite you if you stay inside these. Luna, it's your turn.
Okay, I have a couple questions before I make choices what I do.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is this dragon?
How tall? The
Yeah.
dragon is probably a good, while it's on all fours, it can rear up and would be about 16, 18 feet tall.
Okay.
If it got up on its haunches, it would be more like 30, 35 feet tall,
Okay.
or closer to 30 feet.
And while I'm in this here, I'm partially obscured. That means when I move away from this thing next to me, Would it have disadvantage on attacks?
It has -2 on its attack.
Okay. That works for me. So I'm going to move away 80 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20.
As you do, it's going to attempt its intervening focus. -2 on this. So 29.
That's well above my armor class 21.
Yep. So you're going to take 13 points of necrotic damage. You need to make a con save.
And I'm resistance to necrotic.
Which is why you only take 13 instead of 27. And you also, it reduces your max hit points by another 13. All right. And what are you doing in your new position?
Okay. Since Spot did not listen to me and stepped to the edge of it, I can't do that. Otherwise, I'm going to barbecue him too. Is he resistance to fire, by the way? Would I know that?
No, but you could hit the dragon like in the back rear end without hitting Spot.
Not exactly with what I want to do.
Ah, got it. Okay.
So that won't work.
Okay.
And
there
which
we
way
go.
do I want to do this?
It's not exactly the color I want.
How tall is this nightmare thing?
The nightmare thing is like 40 feet tall.
I'm barbecuing him. So you're going to need to give me 4 10 by 10 deals.
Are you doing a wall of fire?
A firestorm.
A firestorm.
Yeah. Here's what it is.
Is that worth doing, or this? So 4 of those, right?
Yeah. Well, 6. Well, yep. Give me 6 of those.
Luna, save, back. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. You should be able to have access to all of them.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to stack them. All right, so how do I select one? There we go.
I mean, what are you looking to do, and I'll help?
Basically, I'm going to put 4 on the lower half where it covers Sarah's body out, and then the next 4 on top of it. So these have to be face to face. I'm going to barbecue him.
So you're essentially just doing all of them right on him.
That puts 8 on him, and then the other 2 is going to get the bird.
Oh, I thought you said there was only 6.
Well, I'm going to do... I did the 4 represent the 4 lower half, and then 4 stack on top of that.
Okay, so there was 8.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
So it's going to get me 8 sets of 7 D10 on him, and then the other 2 is going to go on the bird.
Okay.
Oh,
and they have to be face to face.
Got it.
So you want to do the bird first or him first?
We'll just do it like this. So go ahead and get out of there. Go ahead and yeah, I know that's not exactly quite fair. Let's do
Hey,
that.
that swarm moved.
I had to move this one. I just moved it back.
Is what I'm doing not fair? Or...
Go ahead and do the bird. So what is this? The bird needs to make dex save, right?
Yep. And that's on the first box.
So dex save to take half of 37. Or
Yep.
is it...
That's the first box.
Oh, that's the first box. Okay, what's the second box do?
And the second box is going to be either half or full of 33.
It doesn't matter. Even half would destroy it. So.
All right. So now we got 8 of these on that nightmare.
Okay,
So
and this is fire
there's-
damage, right?
Yes.
So we have
We'll
8
find
of them
out
on
if
the nightmare. And they
it's
all...
one.
Temple cubes. Each cube must have one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Each creature in the air must make a dexterity. Okay, you can't stack them
I can't?
because each cube must have at least... Oh, I see. Never mind. So you can stack each creature in the area. Huh. Interesting.
Am I thinking of it wrong?
Well, we can do it this way. This
So I was
time,
thinking
like,
10-foot cubes.
I mean, that's just to be able to stack 70-10 damage on a single creature. I don't think that is rules as intended.
Okay. If we want to just shoot for 4, I'm good either way. You make the final call. I was thinking I could stack them though, but either way, I'm gonna do this creature. It's gonna be hurting one way or the other.
Just let me do something real quick here.
Do some quick research. See, that's what I was wanting to do with the dragon. I've never got to use this spell before either, so this is the first time on this one.
Aha, that's what it is. So after you arrange, here's yes. So looking at how it's written, after you arrange the area that takes effect, you
Yes.
do 70-10 fire damage to each creature within the area. So it's not within each square; it's within the area that you. So you're only going to do
Okay.
70-10 damage once.
Okay, so I was thinking of it wrong.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yeah. That would just be like
Yep.
that would be 70 d10 damage with one spell. That's just against really huge creatures. That would be.
That's why I only
ridiculous.
have. That's why I only have one spell slot for that though.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why I was like, okay.
eventually you'll have more, and that's still.
Yep. Do I want to waste that or not?
Well, go
Um,
ahead and just do it. So do the so
Okay.
let's do the creature. So the thing is you could. That just keeps wanting to move this. So let's keep that spell, but think about it like this. So you did one.
Spread them out.
3. Yeah, and let me just. So you could have
Still get the dragon too.
Yeah, and given the fact that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could get the dragon too. All right, so that's 3
Okay.
of the creatures doing it that way. Is that
We'll do that.
okay?
That's fair.
All right,
And I learned how to use the spell.
and you learned how to use it. Perfect. So still, we're just going to say you killed the birds, and let's give the Nightwalker a dex save. Did not make it save. And the dragon. Dragon did not make it save, and it's just going to take full damage because it can't afford to use up more of its. And Spot said that his DC is actually 20.
Yep.
So anyway, what was the? So we just do your first one was
The
37.
first 3.
That's your first roll. That's what we're using.
Oh, okay.
So minus 37 fire and minus 37 here. All right.
You see how I was reading it the other way though,
Yeah.
so
No, absolutely. It's just yeah.
I was like, I got a cool spell. It's still cool.
Oh, it's still cool. It's just like, yeah, that would have been. Imagine that being used against you.
I know. And my bonus action, I yell out. We were told that you joined the bad guys. I can't call their name right now.
The Cult of the Dragon.
Yes. We were told that as my bonus action, I yell out to Dragon, we were told you joined the Cult of Dragon and you've been killing people in this area for them.
At the end of your turn, Luna, the dragon looks over angrily, is going to use a legendary action, and whips its tail around, and it says, "No, you came and forced this magic upon me. I never acquiesced to becoming this thing of death." And it whips its tail around at Spot. Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. How about this? There we go. 23 for 13 bludgeoning damage. And Spot dropped to 2 digits. And now...
Did it hit Spot or me?
It did. No, it hit Spot. Because
okay.
Spot's right there. It was a melee attack.
Well, we found out something.
So these birds, the only thing close enough for them to attack would be Spot. So the birds are going to rush over and attempt to attack with talons. It gets a bonus on this. We'll see if it hits. 9. I'm not even going to look up the bonus. And the swarm misses. Spot dodges, flattens himself against the back of the Dracolich and avoids the swarm. The other swarm, it tries to attack Alamir. Let me look up their bonus. Actually, all right, so it's just advantage. So 23 on Alamir for 7 slashing and 9 necrotic.
23 total?
Yeah, 13 total. 13.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Does Almir or I know any way to reverse Dracolich?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. Nope. In fact, Alamir and who would know best has and Jinx would have never heard of anyone undoing lichdom.
Couldn't theoretically you revive them?
They're no longer
or resurrect
living.
them?
No.
What?
Because their soul is not part of
But
is not
okay, let me
attached to them anymore.
Let me ask that question. Could a true resurrection actually revive them?
Or a wish.
Because it uses now a wish maybe, but a true resurrection is interacting with the soul, and the soul is now within a phylactery, or some other thing like Dracoliches don't have phylacteries, but it's still their soul is not directly part of them.
Gotcha.
So, all right.
He just keeps going the same direction I need to go.
Who, me?
Yeah, you do. I was like, okay, go there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head your direction because that was the plan. So
That's okay.
as I fly over there, the insect storm, spitting bugs out of my mouth. I will give inspiration again to Spot because He's right there.
Yep. And he uses it.
Well, he has been using it because you're controlling him. Because, that's the thing and all. Sorry, I'm thinking.
That's okay, because I really need to go in and actually mark off all of the things that I've been using.
Oh,
1,
yeah, you were using quite a bit.
4, 5.
And then as a spell, I'm going to cast Relman's Psychic Lance on him.
I messed up. He would have done one less attack, but that's okay. Psychic Lance on... Oh. You don't feel sorry for this poor dragon? Come on.
Dragons in general, I learned when I was younger, based off of some things that happened when I was a kid, to feel less sorry about dragons.
I see. Okay. All right. Intelligence
Back in the day,
saving
I would
throw.
they gotta protect these guys.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. He's going to use his last legendary resistance.
I was hoping you'd say that. I'm like, what's the lowest level spell I can cast that'll get him to do it?
Yeah. So, yeah, this purple energy flares, his eyes turn bright, and he shakes off the magic.
Cool.
All right. And at the end of your turn, then he's going to... He says, I ask again, why come to kill me after infesting me with such magic?
We didn't infest you, and look what you done to the land. I mean, come on.
Is going to... This time is...
But Alamir has the real reason.
Yeah, he's just right there. All right. He's going to do a wing attack. Chooses up the remaining actions he has. DC 24 dex save. Spot. No. So spot. So the wings furl and flap viciously and buffets Spot, and does 20 points of bludgeoning damage to him and knocks him off as the dragon flies 40 feet away, but is not far enough above the ground for Spot to take any damage given his cool monk stuff. All right, so Spot goes down to the ground, and the dragon will go on. Actually, we'll go like this. 1, 2, 3. Right? Let me just see. 10, 20, 30, 40 over there. And now it's Elamir's turn. You're muted.
Well, you don't want to hear me say it anyway. I'm going to be casting a spell, so I'll do this.
Is it a fireball?
Yeah.
Let me grab you a fireball, sir.
All right. It's a meteor swarm. So what I need you to do is I'm going to put 4 points on the ground within a 40-foot radius. So we'll go here. That catches him. We'll go here. That catches him. Yeah, all I'm doing is putting these so that it captures one or another. And there's
So-
4 of them. It's basically I'm hitting all. Yeah. So those 2 get there. So that'll catch those 2. I get another one. That'll get this guy. I'll do another one. That'll catch this guy. There are 4.
You can't
No,
quite.
no. It's not one that's 40 meters wide. It's 4 of them that each
Multiples,
are 40.
yep.
There's 4 of them at 40
Yes.
meter radius.
Oh, okay.
So I'm putting them so that each one. I mean, I can clip these 2 together if we wanted to. Here, I'm going to clip him with one. There's only here. The thing is, you cannot hit a same thing twice if it's been affected by the spell. So it doesn't matter. They're each going to get hit once.
Each creature in a 40-foot radius sphere, center on each point you choose must make a deck. Okay, so you're doing 4 of these. Cool.
There you go, just in case you wanted to see it.
Luna's
like-
impressed.
So,
So you're going to hit all 4 of these.
yeah, and
basically.
you get mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. No problem.
And I'm going to and I'll sculpt it for Spot so he doesn't get clipped.
Sure. Oh, that's right. I forget you can sculpt. So
Mhm.
yeah. So
You
So-
so the swarm too.
fortunately,
DC Go ahead.
you can only hit each creature once. All right. So how much? Let's see. 66 fire and 79 bludgeoning.
DC 19.
DC 19 deck save. Well, I'm not even going to roll for these guys. The meteors directly hit the swarm of birds, and they just explode into smoke. Let's do the Nightwalker. So the Nightwalker, deck save, right? Deck save.
Sorry.
That's okay. So the Nightwalker did not a DC 19, so it did make it.
So it takes half.
So 33 and 39. And you see the creature just get pummeled, and you remember how much damage the creature that attacked you last night took. So you're not surprised when this assault hits the creature multiple times and it's still standing. The dragon, deck save, 21, so it also takes half.
Correct. So 33 and 39.
Okay. Yeah, and the dragon becomes bloodied. But it's not close enough to use that bloodied condition to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it?
Nah, Alamir's gonna 10, 20, 40, 50. These guys go 60, I think.
80.
8. Okay, then I'll go 20 more. 10, 20.
So just as point of clarification for future, the griffin has
Oh,
to
the
fire.
Griffin has to move. Has to move first.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, then I'll go back. No biggie.
Oh,
I
that's
can,
cool. No,
I can hit anybody from anywhere. So I am perfectly fine
Okay.
back here.
Now it's the Nightwalker. The Nightwalker. Just because this is just easier at this point. The Nightwalker can't quite get to you. Whoop, from this direction. Actually,
Nope.
You know what? Only has to get to there. And here, yeah,
Okay.
because it has a 15-foot reach. So we're going. You just hit, since you just are the person who hit him. Cast
He
the spell.
didn't see me do it.
How do you know?
I'm a ninja.
Is going to move right there, within 15 feet, and is going to attack.
Ouch. It's going to
So
leave a mark.
here's the first enervating focus.
Is it the save or is it?
Oh, so it crits, and does. So you don't have any resistances to necrotic, right?
No. 0.
So go ahead and do a con save. DC 21. And you save. So you take 48 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But it does not lower your total hit points.
Right, I got
that
you.
amount. And then the second attack. Yeah. And the second attack misses as you dive backwards to avoid another hit like the first one. And now it is Hef's turn.
Be right back.
Okay. I will attempt using sharpshooting using the longbow.
Okay. On the dragon still?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss. Next one. Miss again.
Wow.
There we go.
So
Maybe.
also keep in mind you have, don't you have the one Battle Master ability to add your to the roll to hit?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So just keep that in mind too, if you want to try that with the 15.
Yeah,
or
we
with
can
both
try
of
that.
them.
Well, yeah. All right, so where do I do that, or where do I roll that? Just roll a d10.
Is it a D10 or 12? I think it is just a D10 still, isn't it? What is the dice size for? I forget what the dice are called.
Superiority die.
Superiority.
There you
Yeah,
go. Yep.
10. Yeah,
10.
10
Yep.
splatters.
So roll a D10 for each of those, and you can attempt to get them to hit. 18. Nope, 18's not good enough. See if you can roll really good on the 13. Nope. Still doesn't get through. So
Nope.
what does a 27 do?
All right, 27 does. Let's go to the.
Right.
Come on. There we go. Plus a d6.
Oh, that's right. Yep, from the hex. All right, so 35. And the arrow lodges in the breast of the creature, and he hisses, looks around, says, "You have all intruded on my sanctum. I never took more than what was owed me in the past."
Owed.
He's a dragon. Come on. All right. Spot's turn. Spot is going
Luna
to.
feels bad for the fella.
Yeah, Spot is going to fly back over, back onto the back. Spot is going to attack. So we're just going to do this pretty simply here. Spot is going to do, but when he flies up though, I messed this up last time. He cannot do flurry of blows because he already uses his bonus action. So, but he does get 3 attacks. So a hit. Okay. And a miss. Come on.
You can use inspiration if he wants, though, just so you know.
Oh, that's right. And he has inspiration. He will use inspiration, and it will automatically hit because he only needs one more.
Reaction that gives inspiration to Luna as well, then.
Aha. Excellent. So, Luna. And he is going to, on those 3 attacks, try to stun. So here goes the dragons. He needs a 20. So con save. And the first one missed. So, and then he'll just do the next 2 attacks at advantage and still do the damage. So let's damage, and now the dragon is stunned for a turn. So let's go ahead.
Can it be stunned?
Yes, it can.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 42. And the dragon is beginning to look hurt, pummeled, bruised, bleeding, and it is now stunned. Ceci, I don't even. We'll just. This is quick and simple, so we'll just do it.
Has she thought about throwing the bow at the dragon?
Look, she has disadvantage on it, okay?
Why?
Because she's so
I
far
know.
away.
Oh.
Maybe she's not. Wait a minute.
What?
If it's a heavy crossbow, it should have the range.
It's a light
It's light.
crossbow.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
Either way, she hit. Looks like to me.
Yeah. So
It would have been a
hit.
straight. It would have been a straight roll
And-
with the stunned anyway, wouldn't it?
It would have. That's true. That's true. And so now it is. So she did a total of 33.
So it can take poison damage.
Oh no, it can't take poison damage. Thank you. So 26 poison. It does not take that. It is.
You watch, she'll
immune to
kill it
poison
and she'll
damage.
get stench.
All right. The dragon is stunned. Can also not do a lair action if it's stunned. And Luna, it's your turn. We can't hear you if you're talking.
I say I'm upcasting 1 level Blight to 5th level.
Ah, okay.
I've never used this one before either.
Yep. Nope. That's a nice spell.
Here you go.
But yep. So con save. Pretty sure that even being stunned, you don't get disadvantage on con saves. Let's just double check that real quick. Let's see. Stunned. You automatically fail strength and dex saves. That's all. Yep, that's what I thought. All right. So dragon gets a regular con save. 17 does not make it. So it's going to take full damage, and you did 30 points. All right. Of necrotic. The blight, the magic hits the creature full force as it's just, and actually it was slightly in the air. It would have fallen. Here, let's see what kind of damage it took when it fell. Half of this, so 3, and it hits its prone form on the ground, and just washes over it and doesn't seem to do anything. Is
That's
that it, Luna?
twice I've used it. So that's it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll move back a little bit.
Nope, because you needed to move first to fly.
Oh, okay.
Unless you jump.
So, yeah, unless you jump off the griffin.
I'm good.
Jinx. 3.
Well, it is on the ground, huh?
It is on the ground, prone, with Spot standing on top of its belly.
Merry Christmas.
I don't really have so much of a problem with fighting it thing or whatever. How is Spot looking as far as licking his wounds?
Spot's not bad. Not almost down to half.
can't remember what his half is. Okay.
His max is 122. He's at 69.
Gotcha. I guess I don't really have a big reason to throw everything at him, even though we don't really have a reason not to. I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast at the dragons that's laying on the ground.
Okay. So, it is technically, you know what? It's technically prone, but it's also stunned. So these are just normal attacks.
Okay.
Because they're ranged.
Sorry, I'm looking at stuff.
No problem. 25 hits. 18 is deflected.
Nope.
Deflected.
Yeah, we don't talk about those last 3. So he takes a whole 4 points, and then just for giggles, inspiration on Spot again, because that's what it's there for.
Sure, absolutely. All right.
Get him, Spot! Get him!
Alamir, you have a Nightwalker in your face.
Yeah, I see that. Alright, it needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
A dex save. Nope, 15.
So it took 55 points of damage from a fireball.
Oh. Fireball. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't have any. 55. Yeah. It. You see some of the darkness rolling off of this creature as the fire hits it and kind of burns some of it away, but it's still looking pretty fit and substantial.
Okay.
That it?
Yep.
Okay. It is now the Nightwalker's turn. You know what I keep forgetting to do? Yeah.
I don't know.
You,
So question, is the dragon down and am I still frightened?
you at the end of each of your turns, I'm sorry, you get to make a saving throw.
Wisdom.
A new save.
Yeah,
wisdom
I
save.
rolled it last time also, but
Oh, that's right. I saw you do that.
Don't
Now
take
you are
advantage. It's the
not-
first one.
Now
Okay.
you are not feared
Frightened.
anymore.
Okay.
No longer frightened. However, you are within the Nightwalker's aura.
Yeah.
So you are going to take
Nothing. I dodge it.
24 necrotic damage.
Okay, let me do 24, and that's amazing for you of you. Thank you very much.
And,
Damage that, and then I will go over here and pick my spell back. That because I'm bloodied now.
Yep. And then it's going to do 2 more attacks on you. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. So fortunately, that's you need to make a con save on that. Fortunately, it wasn't the crit. And
Don't worry about the advantage. It's the first one, 21.
21 is exactly what you needed. So you only take 24 necrotic. It does not lower your max hit points.
Okay.
And that is its turn. It is Hef's turn.
All right. I will continue to target the dragon.
Okay. Is this where Hef now makes up for some of his low dragon stench?
I hope so. Yeah.
29 hits.
And then D6 on top.
Okay, 31.
Yep. And another one. Nope. And last one.
Are you going to try to add the...
Yeah, we can try that.
Oh, another 3. Nope.
Okay, the last one.
And the last one. 27. Yes, that hits. 420. More arrows sticking out of the still body of the dragon, but it's still breathing, or well, still maybe not breathing, but it still looks alive. It's just stunned.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Spot. So Spot is there. And it's going to lose its stun condition at the end of Spot's turn. So he is just simply going to pummel it. Flurry of blows. And we're going to do... he gets advantage. So hit. Miss. Barely a hit. And a hit. All right.
Mind you, he does have inspiration again because he got
correct.
it again.
You're right. You did give him inspiration again. Thank you. So he will use that. He will roll the d10. 10 or 12?
12.
12, right? Yeah. Whoops. It was the first one. It was a 4, 18. That's still not enough. All right. So 3 strikes. So that's 11, 12, and 8. 31. You watch as Spot leaps over to the dragon, still stunned, starting to come out of it, and begins to pummel. He pummels into the creature's eyes and pops both of them, and then one final thrust deep through the eyeball socket into the cranium, and the creature flops down.
Is Hap still scared?
Not now.
Finally, no.
And as it does, you watch the Nightwalker begin to just sink down into the ground and dissipate. And we're out of combat.
No, we're not. Oh, the other guy died with him? All right.
Yeah. He sunk into the ground, dissipated when the dragon died.
Okay.
All right. So he
The,
says, well, that was exhilarating.
So the Night Stalker was undead, right?
Yes.
It had disadvantage on attacks against me. I didn't realize it earlier on, so...
Does this dragon have
A lair.
blood or ichor of some sort?
Like blood?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have blood, but...
It actually does.
Black and congealed.
It is very congealed, but you figure it was a living creature less than a week ago.
Okay, so but it still has some flesh and everything else hasn't completely dissolved away at this time
correct.
or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I don't want to do this in this time because obviously it's just going to derail the next hour or whatever. But I would try to go see my brother one more time because I have just a question to ask him as I've been trying to search for him.
If you don't remember, I've harvested loads of blood, have I not?
You are exactly right. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's harvested many, like over a dozen vials of dragon blood for you. Adults.
And they're set to you.
Okay.
So,
That's what caused me to start harvesting blood and stuff.
so you're gonna let's do this right now. So you are going to
Let's not do it right now.
No. Let's do it right now. We're doing it right now. You sink the dagger of Valaris into the blood of this creature. It's congealed. It's blackened. It's like, and it has this. It still has these, almost like veins of smoky purple energy going through it, coming out of the creature's body, out of its wounds. And when that energy reaches the dagger, the glow, the light glow in the ruby in the dagger goes dark and dead. And then begins to glow with a deep purple glow.
Instead of the red it had before.
Yes. It's still a ruby, but it's beginning to glow a deep purple.
I just killed my brother.
Now,
okay.
You know, are you going to continue the ritual to summon your brother? There were words that you were taught.
Well, am I summoning my brother, or am I going to see him, really? Because that's what happened last time. I kind of saw him more than he saw me, if I remember right. It's been quite a while.
You summoned him to where you were, yes.
I don't know if this is a good idea with the dagger that way, though.
Go research it, and you have other blood to use.
Yeah, I think I should probably hold back, because I don't want to turn around and. Something.
Roll and make an Arcana check for me. Like you've had this dagger a while. You've been told things about it. You've researched.
I don't know crap.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, you still haven't been able to figure out like how the dagger works, how it connects.
I don't think it's a good idea to chance it. It's already turned purple, and now I have to really figure this out too.
Yeah. However, Alomir.
Yeah.
I need an Arcana check from you. $26. It was a DC 25. There is something about this necrotic energy, this energy here. It is not just necrotic energy. And it's not that there's some kind of connection here to the weave. The weave is the source of all magic in this world. From Mystra herself. And you've had many conversations about this with Nair. And the weave itself has, like, Mystra can give special access to the weave, to the essence of pure magic, to her chosen. That's how they do spellfire and other abilities, and their ability to heal innately. And you could swear that whatever this dragon is, whatever created it, whatever essence of magical essence is still part of it and fading as it's lying dead in the ground.
Can I collect it?
Not unless you have a specific spell you'd like to try to explain to me how you use it to do that. But you could swear that something about the magic of this creature is connected, has this stronger connection to the weave.
Okay. Yeah, I have nothing that's going to collect it. So I explained that to everybody, and Jenkins especially, because he's my semi-magic concierge.
Uh, a curiosity is what the heck is Ceci doing right now?
Ceci, that's a good question. So Ceci got off and she's walking around. She's walking over and peering into the water and trying to traverse carefully into the mess of brambles. These brambles are the energy in them it is beginning very lightly to dissipate. They still are glowing this green glow, but that magic is also beginning to dissipate very slowly.
I'm going to use my mage hand to push her in. I'm kidding. Okay.
And Luna, do you want to start that ritual now, or just or wait till?
I would do that. I'd do that till everybody's done. The only other thing I'd like to do is, I know I have a spell scroll, but can I use the spell slot to communicate with nature? I'm reading through it, see if it'd give me anything. Basically, I was gonna see if I could find out if who came and converted him, all that. See what I could find out about all that. I'm looking to see if that would give me enough information. It's within 2 or 3 miles of you. The cave, other natural. Okay, 300 feet. Knowledge of up to 3 facts. I don't know if. How long has he been a Draculid, Joe?
Days.
Yeah,
So,
like
I
at
wonder,
this point, maybe 6 days from what you know.
I wonder if communicate with nature would give me knowledge of who, if they came here and converted him, and what happened, how the spell and everything went down. Does that make sense? What I'm looking at asking.
It does. That's not that.
That
Off the
won't get me
top of my
close enough,
head,
though.
that's outside the realm. But let me just see real quick.
Yep.
Knowledge of the land. No, it's just knowledge of the land, like geography, things that live there,
Yeah. That won't.
influences.
Yeah. The only thing I got is to do my ritual form at the end, try to make sure the tormented soul rest if possible.
Yep, absolutely. That could definitely has a chance to do some good.
And that's in line with the book, so.
So is his lair breaking down as we watch it?
Not breaking down, just the magic that's here, and the blackness of the pool will begin to dissipate. Similar to other dragons that you fought in their lairs, the rough terrain in the area, the extra sticky mud, and the black pools of liquid like begin to become like normal swamp. It takes a while though.
Okay, so Almir is going to go search the pool.
Okay.
We all have water breathing, so don't worry about it.
I'll do a quick ritual and then I'll join them.
Did you give it to Ceci too?
If she woke up with us this morning, she would have received it. Yes,
she did. Okay. Then yeah. Then you guys can jump in and into the pool. And down. in the pool.
Is it?
Is it what?
I said as they're getting ready to jump in, I'd start the ritual and then follow them immediately after I'm done.
The ritual takes
10
long?
minutes.
Right? 10 minutes?
10
It says
minutes.
2 or 3
Oh,
minute druid
okay.
ritual.
Oh, then that's different than a regular ritual.
Yeah.
So
If you want to call it 10 minutes, we can do that. I was just...
That's fine.
Oh.
So here's what you find. Yes, there is an underwater cave down below here, and it comes back up into a partially dry, partially submerged, muddy alcove, and there is a modest amount of treasure here, which matches kind of what you knew. It was only an adult dragon who wasn't
it wasn't an ancient, so
and wasn't tenacious in his quest for acquisition of wealth and power. Like, lived a relatively quiet life for a dragon.
gotcha.
But there is a good amount of wealth here. So Alamir, roll me 2d10. And Luna, you roll another luck roll, 2d10, please.
May the luck be with you.
2d10, Alamir, not d20.
Sorry.
No problem. So there's average and average. So a little below average. So and somewhere, let me just, yeah. So you basically there's a decent amount of treasure here. Not any major magic items or anything, though you guys have plenty of money if there's magic items that you need. Let me just real quickly here, right here. Okay. Yeah, that's why we don't use that, because that's just silly. I'm not seeing it. But go ahead. Anything else anyone wants to do while you're here?
Just watch Sussy or whatever. Just make sure see what she's doing, because you know
observer.
she works for the a sort of group of nefarious individuals.
Yeah, she really. There we go. There it is. I found it. She is very interested in the treasure. That's very obvious. And she's immediately going down and looking through the treasure for interesting items.
So it looks like you could tell them that you defeated a Draclich, and none of them have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
I'm gonna go collect a claw from the dragon and give it to her,
Okay.
just as a proof of it.
Nice. Do that.
She cannot hear us when we use our earbuds, can she?
No.
Nope.
No.
I quietly asked everybody, do we want to mess with her about telling her about Dragon Stench since she is here?
Nope.
What that could
Nope.
entail?
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, have fun with her. Tell her every dragon within 200 miles will be heading towards her way.
No, they're going after Hef now.
Yeah.
She don't need to know that.
Spot killed it.
Well, that's true. He's got it
That
all
is
over his
true.
fist.
Spot saved Hef.
Yeah, he's not gonna have to. He's gonna wash his hands and nothing's coming off.
He's gonna get that soap they have in shop class. That, it's like basically
Pumice.
Yeah.
Lava soap.
The lava soap. There you go. Or the powder.
Reload pads.
So this is how much gold value there is in the hoard.
Okay.
Right. So just under
You know-
73,000.
7,280.
So pretty good. Pretty darn good for given the fact that
All right, so
he didn't do a lot of raiding, but he's been around a long
290.
time.
Okay, there are 6 of us now.
There are
No, there's
5 of you, 6 with Ceci.
okay. So 6 with Sussy. So
But, you know,
everybody
she's-
gets 1,215 plat.
You don't want to give Ceci a junior grade?
Nope, she's gonna walk around like she is the. If she asks, I will ask her. I will tell her she's earned her part, but I'll give it to her when we separate.
So the
How
real
many-
question is,
How many?
are
How
there
many
any-
platinum? How many platinum?
1,215.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Are you good with that, Mr. DM?
What's in here?
Yeah, she's very happy. She's extremely happy, and she, you know, there are some items in there that she asked to be part of her share, which I don't
She
think anyone would
she
have
can-
an issue with
yeah,
because it doesn't
Like a longbow,
things like some weapons and
armor, and whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah, have it.
Yeah.
Was there any gem encrusted bulls? Worth 1,000 gold pieces.
You can buy those though.
You found 2 of them.
Any druid artifacts that should be returned back to the druids?
And no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Let me just give. There we go. Wow, 7,000 platinum. Yeah, you guys.
I already put. I have it in my notes that I've already stopped by the bank and dropped off because it's a lot of weight.
Like you do have, you know,
I know. Home. And we
portable
went home.
holes and
Mhm.
bags of holding. Yeah. All right. You have destroyed your first Dracolich.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What's the plan now?
Now we have to go see the Cult of the Dragons.
Find out how they turned
Yeah.
into a Dracolich.
Okay.
We gotta go to Wares of Purple. Gotta take them. That's the where we really need to go anyway.
How big is the head of this Dracolich?
I mean, it's an adult dragon, so it's like what, maybe 3 feet across.
All right.
We're losing him again. Yep, we lost him.
I'm tired of getting booted.
I know.
No, but well, I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding because when we get to the Cult of the Dragon, it's gonna be the offering from us to basically tell them to stop doing what they're doing and just throw it at their feet. So.
All right. So
Bag of holding, I have the head of him.
you begin flying back towards, and Ceci can help direct the direction. It's getting towards evening by the time you reach the mountains, and you come to a part. There's the snow-capped peaks. You're traveling up in the lower hills, flying above. This is what basically the area looks like, and below you can see the path that winds up from the sea, from the Moon Sea and Holberg, up into the mountains, and you find a glade just off to the left, off this path, surrounded by trees. So I believe you had said you wanted to check out that teleportation
Circle.
circle, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so you find it, and you can land. And take a look.
And I will draw its runic markings.
So,
in case.
so you get there, and you land. There are, so if you remember when you were in Parnast, there was multiple teleportation.
Yeah, there were circle after circle after circle in a circle.
Right. So, and there weren't exactly circles. There were some of them like totems with magical markings and things that you touched and kind of activated. And even the circles were not like teleportation circles. They're locations that could be activated and connect to other parts
Gotcha.
of the world. And that is what you find here.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 4 of them. And you get this strange feeling. And you know you've been to some of these circles in the past, and it used detect magic to identify that there was necromantic magic in addition to transmutation.
All right.
So
No two circles are the same.
So what are you doing to check these out?
Is there any way that I could tell how often one is used?
Footprints going away from it?
Or
I mean, you could do there's lots of
checking the engine to see if it's hot, that sort of thing.
Maybe with detect magic, or if you have something else that might be able to. Yeah, I mean, detect magic is the only thing I can think of that might give you that.
Well, I'm quite sure they're going to say yes, it's magical.
But it gives you other information too.
Okay.
Detect magic is not just detecting if it's magical. It gives you the type of magic. It gives you it can give you additional information. Even about the potential use. I know the spell isn't written that way, but it's the only thing that makes sense for narratively and by the canon of the system in the world, that there has to be a way to figure those things out.
Okay. As I walk up to now, how many do I see?
There are 4 different ones here.
Okay. As I stand off in front of the 4, I am going to cast a spell on myself.
Mm-hmm. True seeing. Interesting.
And detect magic also, so I will get to that one. That's way over here. Maybe I won't cast it. There it is. I can do it at will, so.
Make a luck roll, Jinkin. Do you find one? Probably not, especially not here this time of year. Yes. Yeah, definitely not with a 10. So, Alamir, you cast detect magic, and you immediately notice that there are elements. 3 of these 4 circles have necromantic magic kind of tied to them. One in particular, the one furthest to the west, that's like up against a tree, a very large, thick conifer, and it's like these symbols engraved into the tree trunk itself.
Does that affect Luna at all?
What's that?
It's that big giant tree being turned into a teleportation circle with necromantic magic?
She doesn't really. She sees that the tree's been carved into, but that's all she sees.
Okay, so it doesn't cause, like hurt, like pain for the tree. I mean, she is a tree hugger.
Well, I mean, not that she would automatically sense.
Okay. Just in case.
There is also between the true scene and the detect magic, you see something else.
All right, what pops out?
You see, once again, in this one, not in the others, that direct connection to the weave.
All right, so they're using this as a...
I mean, the easiest way to explain it is there is pure magic here. It's not of a school of magic. It is pure
It is,
magic.
so it's like the ley line,
Yes.
and it's a node. Okay, so we found a node to the magic. Okay.
Or that there's a connection there, just that it is part of the magic that and it's residual, so it's maybe not the portal itself, but maybe something about the way it's used or how
Maintained.
it was recently used. Yeah.
Okay. And there's one specifically
Maybe
used
where it
that?
goes to.
The one on the left?
And the others, so and there is none of the other three have that pure magic to it.
Well, then Alamir's going to point to the one on the left and say, that's the one we're going in.
But you do know that these all require very specific words or ways to touch some of the symbols and such in order to activate them.
Does True Seeing help me with that?
True Seeing and Detect Magic will not give you that. Those are the type of things that you get by watching people.
Okay.
That they're kind of taught.
Could I spend time to investigate it or to try and you know the whole thing about finding fingerprints on number buttons so you know which the numbers are, and then I have to figure out what the numbers are, what order, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Do my full-on CSI or MSI, magic
Absolutely.
investigator.
So
Magic investigation.
Go ahead and make so with Detect Magic and True Seeing both going, go ahead and do an investigation check with advantage. And I assume you're talking through this with everyone as
I am trying to get all the help I can get.
So Luna.
Wow.
Alamir has been talking about, the need to figure out how these things are used. And how easy it might be if you could have watched someone use it.
And that's where the communicate with nature should be able to come in, right?
No.
Or no? All right, I'm drawing a blank here today. I should be able to.
So I'll just because I'll tell you what. Let's just do it this way.
Prestidigitation.
So Luna, roll me either. Actually, it doesn't really matter for you. Roll me an intelligence check, as you do have pretty high intelligence.
So.
Oh, a 24 that's a save, but still you rolled really high. You rolled a 14, which is enough for this time. And actually, you rolled a 14, and you would have gotten a +4.
5 or 4. You're right.
So that would have been an 18. That definitely makes it. You are surrounded by trees, and there are animals in the area, and you have the ability to talk to them.
And that's where I was going with the others, so I would talk with them.
So you have speak with animals, and you have speak with
plants.
Yep.
Do you see any animals? If you
Yep.
don't,
I want to hear the full conversation with these plants.
talk to the tree.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that in the earlier to talk with this tree that been scarred.
So you can't. I'm assuming you're casting the spell through Oakheart.
Yes.
So you all watch as Luna kind of activates this bark armor that she has worn now for 10 years. And it begins to glow this very pale green energy, and she reaches out and touches the tree and begins to murmur incoherently with it. And rather than just have this full conversation, I would tell you, Luna, you learn from the tree itself, since it is the object that is right there being used all the time, exactly how to activate this portal.
I'd be explain it as I was talking to the tree, explain it to them as it's telling me.
Yep. And so now you all know exactly what to do to activate this particular portal.
And I'm going to write it down.
Okay.
Will I know how to heal this tree after we're done doing whatever we need to with it, untraveling it?
I mean, you have stuff. There are spells that can do that. It would ruin the portal.
And that's why I'm saying after we're done using the portal, if we need to shut it down.
Sure. Absolutely.
What do you want to? What am I calling this, Tom, for my notes?
Just call it
Great Oak.
Western Portal at Worm Smoke Keep. I just realized that's misspelled.
That's a mouthful.
I got it.
Say
It's
or yeah.
okay. Got it.
All right. Anything? So what?
Quick question. Did the max HP modifier, did that drop after we
No.
killed the dragon?
That
Is
your
permanent?
max HP is reduced until you take a long rest,
Okay.
and then it will automatically go away.
That makes sense. What time of day is it, by the way?
The sun is just starting to go down.
Do we want to camp here
We
and
can.
watch, see who comes through?
We can. We can have our sentries keep an eye on the tree,
Doesn't
and
sound
while
like a
the
bad
rest
idea, honestly.
while the rest of us are inside the tiny hut. No, by the way, I think I got the mansion now, just for you.
Oh.
And to answer the question, nope, I don't. I lied. You got a little hut.
These quarters are a little cramped. Can you improve? Come on, landlord.
Yeah, where's the mansion?
I gotta see if I even have that as a memorized spell. Prepared.
Here,
I'll tell you what. I will
What?
do one better.
What? What? You're gonna do it? Okay, you do it.
I will. Maybe.
Mordekainen's magnificent mansion.
Yes.
It's a level 7.
You want a mansion? You really want the mansion?
Yeah,
Do you
bring
really,
it.
really want that?
Bring it.
It works just like the thing where they can't get in, right? Unless we want them to, right?
Right, correct.
I don't know
It's
how
the same thing. Yeah, you basically say invited. Not that one. Invited. They have to have the access.
Well,
I'm
luckily
gonna go sleep in my tent.
Luckily, there's no spell or no components or nothing I need for this, just because. But yeah, if you want a mansion, I can give you the mansion.
All right, you do the mansion then.
Yeah, I mean,
It's more space.
it
It's
takes
like
really like a tiny, like really. What is it?
takes a 10 foot by 10 foot.
4 items worth at least 5 gold each.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
pretty
don't
easy.
even. Yeah, I it doesn't use any components at all, actually.
Well, he's just gonna pull out his pup tent and sit on the
What
ground.
is this magnificent mansion?
Well, isn't there a bigger one? Isn't there a different one too?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I mean, that it's plenty big.
Although
Everybody
actually
can.
it says it can't be more than, it looks like 50 10-foot cubes.
That's plenty big. That's plenty big.
Yeah.
But
And yeah.
I can give us a mansion.
And you
No
give
problem.
100. It has 100 servants.
Yeah. So you've got Magnificent Mansion or Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah.
And
He's
there's
trying to impress. He's
and
trying to
there's
impress the
another
new
one.
girl.
And there's another one.
I'm gonna give her her own room so you can stop your pedophile moves.
Everybody's got their own room. There are like 50 rooms.
Yep.
All right.
And you all get a couple servants.
All right. All
Excellent.
right.
And so you guys are gonna just rest here for the evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a room with the arboretum in it?
Are you talking a plant room?
Yeah, plant and bird room.
Actually, before we do that, do we actually want to do it? Because I don't know if you can see outside.
You can.
You sure?
I don't know if you do in that one.
It's called window.
Nope. This is actually no. We'd have to use your hut because this one right here, because we want to be able to see. This one right here actually goes into extra dimensional space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we'll do my hut.
No, we do the hut.
Hut it is.
All right. No upgrade for tonight.
Oh, good for tonight. That's our night.
All right. So, yeah, you camp there. And you spend the evening. Are you going to still do watches? Like you?
Of course. Yep.
Especially if you're looking for someone.
Yep. And Alamir will start.
So you go through the evening, through the night, and you do not see anyone. The morning comes. What's the weather like today?
Long rest, good.
Yes. So everyone gets a long rest.
You said we don't see anybody, but did we see any of the portals become active?
No.
Okay.
No, you did not.
Because just because you don't see anybody doesn't mean nobody was there.
Right.
If I get kicked off again, I'm not coming back.
Well, we're almost done.
I know.
Done. And I know it's affecting that's affecting Hef too, but it's like it's not affecting any of the rest of us. It's weird, especially since you live so close to Luna.
Yep.
I live on the bear side of town now.
Shut up.
All right, so you wake up in the morning. It is going to be much warmer today. All of a sudden, there's a warm front.
Sounds like Oklahoma.
That has come in. It's still going to be on the cooler side, but maybe it might even hit maybe 50.
It was 85 today.
And
It's supposed to be 65 tomorrow, and it snowed Wednesday.
Yep.
We're having our first day in the 50s for a long time here. And it is overcast and lightly raining. And as you awake, the griffins have all taken a nice rest. Let me give Spot a long rest. There we go.
Are the griffins perched in a tree like chickens?
No.
No.
And then the tree is leaning.
And they would have gone out hunting.
Right. They need to eat.
Yes. In fact, there is a couple of carcasses of
Stinking up the place.
of deer and mountain goat.
Gotcha.
All right. What would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna go enter this doohickey.
You're the expert at portals.
Oh, you're going through the portal. Okay, so just before you, just to cover the bases, are you going through the portal, or you want to go to the keep to see? Because originally.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Then you're right. I thought the portal was to the keep. No, we're going to the keep.
Right. The portal, you don't know where it goes. Although the people that came through, I'll say that Luna's information um, included that people. It seemed like people were dressed relatively the same when they came through that portal.
I would also known which way they were going to, correct?
No.
I would not have.
You can be facing west like this portal does to use it, and end up to the southeast. You don't know
Well, I meant
where it goes.
No, what I was trying to say, would I know if they're going into the portal somewhere else or coming out of the portal going
You know
somewhere
that
like
both
the keep?
happens. Both happens.
Okay, I can't tell which happened last though.
What happened last was somebody went into the portal.
Okay.
Would you? I guess he's not coming back. Okay. Nope, he's done. Okay.
Okay. He's tired fighting.
Would you? So I will give you 3 questions, more questions you could have asked the tree as you were talking, if you would like.
We want to do that today or next week?
Right now.
Okay. What type of questions can I ask it? I gotta go back and remember.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. Would you like to know anything about the last person who used it?
Yes.
Okay. You know that the last person who used it, the tree would tell you,
Ginger.
was wearing, had long hair, very long curly hair, and skin the color of burnt bark.
Ooh.
Like charcoal.
That don't sound good. Hopefully nobody I know. And they went into the portal, those last ones.
Yes. They were also they came out of the portal, and you get a sense of time that maybe they came through the portal about a 10-day ago. Or not quite. Yeah, I guess around that. And were hero for and left. They came during the night and left during the night, and stayed for about 3 days.
So they would have been here around the time the Dracolich was created.
Actually, yes.
I get a sense of how powerful they are magically.
No, the tree would have no sense of that.
Okay. And do I get a sense of if there's any other regulars besides that one?
Other people have used it, but it's been a while. And the tree's brothers and sisters in the glade are far more used than it is.
Okay. I'd relay that to everybody. Sorry, I'm just kind of spent today. I had a test today and preparing for midterms.
No problem. If that's it, then you all make your way up to the keep. And that's probably a good point that we'll just stop early tonight.
Yep.
And pick up from there next week. So you've learned a good amount of information, and we'll see where that takes you and what you do with it. All right. And you killed your first Dracolich. And not just any Dracolich.
The big one?
Well, no, it was only originally an adult, but so this is something that would kind of sit with especially Luna, and Hef, who has the ability to evaluate battles and the power of enemies. Is that Dracolich was in several ways far more powerful than you would have expected for an adult black dragon recently turned into a Dracolich. It took a lot to bring it down. And it had abilities, including that very first ability with the energy out of the earth. You've never heard of that, Luna.
Okay.
Of even a Dracolich or a black dragon, either one being able to do that.
And I'm also assuming right when I've never heard of a Dracolich dragon being turned to Dracolich when they did not want to be.
That absolutely, and Jinkin can validate that. There are no stories, and Alamir from either the Cult of the Dragon or just from mythology and the stories of the world. That is unheard of.
That's why I took the extra time for the memorial for him, trying to ease the soul.
Yep.
I felt like there was some BS there being said, but you know.
Yep.
Very good. All right, we'll pick this up next week. Thank you all, as always, for playing. Always a fun time. And thank you to everyone out there watching. Until next time, may your lives be filled with peace, joy, and love. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.